Welcome back to the Don't Read the Comments podcast. We have taken some time off.
A bunch
of time off. And it's a little nerve-wracking to be back in front of the cameras. But I think this episode had to happen.
I feel like we've been on the cameras a little bit, though, with the live streams and stuff.
That's fair, but it's just different to me. Does it not feel different to you?
I feel like we should be more nervous doing it live. Literally cannot afford to mess up.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. But at the same time, it's just different to talk live about. Well, we normally do Razorback football. We do Razorback basketball. But it's different to talk live and talk about people or events or things going on, stuff that matters. Because obviously Razorback football does not matter at all.
We don't lose, we run out of time.
Exactly.
Literally.
That's true. That's true. That's true. So a couple of things. First, we'd love it if you guys would hit like, hit subscribe, share with your friends, like, share, subscribe. We need that.
Ding that bell.
Yes.
We need that. And we promise we're going to be giving more consistent content going forward. A lot of life has happened over the last few.
It's kind of a pain in the ass.
It's funny because you watch someone like Joe Rogan put out a podcast and you're like, oh, I could do that. Especially if you build a studio and you buy the equipment and you're like, I could do that. And then life slaps you in the face and says, no, you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
You're going to take care of your kids and you're going to get sick and your business is going to get so busy, gratefully, but your business is going to get so busy that you are not going to have time for this. And when you have time, you're going to be so tired, you can't.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. There's been definitely days where me and you were like, well, let's not do one.
We need consistent content, but I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like if we put out a bunch of content while we were tired, just to put out content, it would suck.
And people would not like.
You're welcome that we didn't put out crappy content.
Yeah. We did it for you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we bring Jess back and are still trying to convince her that she's a permanent fixture on this show. Every time we get a comment from you guys, and feel free to leave the comments here so that she can see it. But every time we get a comment, it's always positive, like your show's better when she's there. So we're working on getting her to be here just all the time because she's important to us.
We got to kidnap her. I made her quit her job recently, so it's all good.
I did. So now I should have more time.
Maybe Jess just does this show and we show up and support.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd probably get more views, you know?
Oh, stop.
That could be true.
You're making me blush.
So I'm on that ghost protocol. So if I go a little bit crazy or talk too fast, dude, it's 10 o'clock at night. And here we go.
I'm fresh off this Branson jet lag.
Well, I'm on the Red Bull and Jaeger train tonight.
Fair enough. I'm on the standard. That's pretty much my new standard for alcohol. The Mountain Dews, man. I don't know why.
I'm going to follow you up with a little bit of alcohol in a second, but I got to wake up first.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. The thing is, tonight, I really think it's time we talk about Travis.
Yay.
I think we do. Like, we've done a couple interviews with a couple of people. We've talked about current events, but I've rewatched that Jeremy Allen Jones episode, and the thing that inspired me the most is the guy sitting across from me. I've credited you before with the start of this podcast in the first place. I mean, I came to you and said I'd like to do it. You launched this thing, and you're the rocket ship that took it off.
I just work here, man.
And but you're very, very talented, and I don't think people have gotten to see it. And so I want to take this episode and talk about, where did you start, and what was your dream? And then how did you get where you are today? And then I want to highlight your new song at the end of this episode.
Yeah, I will say it is cool to have music out again. Like, because I went so long without doing it. Like, even in the one of the two new songs I released, I was like, what did I say? When I decided to put down the pen, I didn't mean that I was going to take 10 years.
10 years.
You know what I mean? So I didn't think I would take 10. Yeah. So it's cool. It was cool mixing it and like mastering. Like, damn, this is my song. And then like when you make a song, you listen to it 800 times, and you're like, then by the time it releases, you hate it. And you're like, I don't want to hear this.
So I want to get into that, and then Jess, to be able to speak to what it's been like for you. I mean, you guys have been together now
almost 17 years.
Yeah.
17 years.
I made an album in her pool house.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome. 17 years.
Yeah.
So you get to provide all the color commentary that he's hiding or doesn't want to speak to. You're our Jill
I get
Jones.
to tell on him.
She missed a lot of the good shit.
Yeah.
But she was there for some of it. I definitely recorded an album in her pool house.
Yeah. That was before we dated, though.
Yep.
We were just friends.
Friends with benefits.
Hey, now.
No, but seriously, so take us back a little bit. I at the end of Jeremy Allen Jones, anybody who hasn't watched it, you can forward to the end for all we care. Travis goes off and does some freestyle rapping. It's amazing. It's so amazing that we have a live recording artist sitting next to us, and he turns to me and he's like, "Oh my God, what the hell's going on here?" And this guy does it for a living, right?
That was cool.
So
I will preface this with the fact that when I did that freestyle, I was hammered drunk, and it was like 3 a.m. and I had a job at 9 the next morning, and I was like, "Let's get this shit going."
But so take us back, because you're not born doing that. And I know this because I wrote poetry when I was in my teenage years. I had a catalog of poetry, and I still to this day can't sit here and just rhyme words left and right like that. You weren't born rapping the way you rap. Take us back to, when did you start?
I'm trying to think about it, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the day I went from being just a guy, I was probably 12, 13. And
Did a light bulb go off and you're just like, hey, I
guess.
can speak really fast?
This guy came out with music. It's Eminem, that's his name.
I think
And
I've
I
heard
was
of
like,
him a little bit.
holy shit. Like, I liked rap. My sister, when I was a kid, my sister, I'd want to watch. My mom used to work at a Air Force base called in the Officers Club at Air Force Base in Enid, Oklahoma, actually. And I'd want to watch Looney Tunes because they had, in the bar, they had a big dance floor and they had those old ass big screen TVs behind it, but like the ones that weigh like 800 pounds.
Yep.
So we'd be in there and I'd want to watch Looney Tunes or whatever, cartoons, something on it. And she was like, "Oh, well, I want to watch music videos," because back in the day, MTV played music videos.
Yeah.
What?
And she, yeah, right.
What do you mean?
So she would be like, "Oh, just look at all the cool outfits they wear and stuff," and like change the channel, like. So pretty much forced me into watching it. Well, my sister was always into rap.
Yo, MTV Raps.
No, not that far back. Calm down,
Dang,
people.
I just got old.
I
got old real fast.
Showing your age.
Goddamn Ice-T over here. That's the
remember
best
when
dad rapper
NWA
name ever, Ice-T. Holy shit.
Ooh,
Dude, we just invented something like Ice-T-E-A.
Oh, no.
It's partner Sweet Tea. Like,
Oh, my God.
anyway,
So
We'll leave that one.
so that's
right
how my
there.
brain works, guys.
we're gonna get you on a feature.
Yeah.
Ice-T.
Ice-T
Hey,
and Sweet Tea.
I'm down. I'm down.
We should do it. I'm trying to. I don't know. I literally
Who
remember
was the first artist you remember hearing rap?
the first rap artist I remember hearing was Snoop Dogg. And so back then, my buddy's brother had the CD, and we copied it to a tape.
Yeah, I used to do that.
And I dead ass played it in my mom's alarm clock.
Yep.
My mom's alarm clock had a tape player in it. Man.
What's a tape?
Back in my day, we used to have a tape. So that's the first one I ever remember off the top. I just remember hearing.
All right.
And then, weirdly enough, one day I was cleaning out, and I was like 8. I was cleaning out underneath my mom's entertainment center, and they just shit tons of tapes, like cassette tapes. So my mom was like, "You can have those," and one of them was fucking Uncle Luke, dude. And I was like, "What is this?"
Okay.
Me so hard, love you, Lord. I was like, "This shit is tight." You know what I mean? I was like,
All right.
"Okay, I don't know who this guy is, but he cusses a lot, and I like that boom boom thing."
I love. He's like, he cusses a lot, and I like that.
We
Fast
know.
forward 30-something years
You
later.
had me. Yeah, dude. So those are the first two I remember as far as like tapes.
Yeah.
And I used to record shit off the radio, for sure. But I want to say it all probably started when I heard Eminem for the first time, which I borrowed somebody's Slim Shady LP.
Yeah.
It was like one of my sister's friends, and then he's like, "Bro, you gotta listen to this guy." And like I was like, "Let me borrow your CD, dude," because that used to be a thing too.
Yeah.
No, they're mini vinyls.
Yeah. Kids,
You
man.
want to break and tell that story real
You
quick?
should. Yeah. What is it? Tell us
Okay,
story, bro.
so-
Tell those mini vinyls.
Yeah, okay. So we were in Walmart and Kylie is obsessed with Taylor Swift. We know this. So she came out with the purple one.
Yep,
I don't remember
Midnights.
the name. Yeah. And so we go to Walmart and she sees the vinyl on the shelf. And she's like, oh, Mom, they've got Taylor Swift vinyls. I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. And then she goes, oh, my God, look, it's the mini one. And she points to a CD. And I'm like, wow, okay, it's a mini vinyl. Got it. I was like, those are called CDs. You used to play those. And, you know, they're not only for movies. They actually have music on them sometimes.
I told her, I was like, we should show them floppy disks. Like,
For real.
But, yeah, so that's now it's mini vinyls instead of CDs.
Gotcha. Okay.
oh, man.
So you borrowed the Slim Shady LP CD.
Yeah, I borrowed it, and I played My Name Is on repeat, and I went to sleep. And my dad got pissed because it was all night. I woke up and I locked my door right when I went to sleep, like a chain lock, because my house was old as fuck.
Yeah.
So I had a chain lock on my bedroom door. I locked it. And apparently he was trying to wake me up, and he couldn't. So I got up, and he was like, my name is, turn that shit off. And I was like, sorry, man.
I love it.
When I was a kid, I used to play a CD when I was going to sleep, and I would just put it on. I'd repeat the whole thing. Well, I repeated that song. You know what I mean? And sorry, my headphones are messed up. I repeated that song with my dad about burning the fucking house down.
That's not even those. Okay, so My Name Is.
So that's the one of the first when the first time I really started liking rap. 'Cause my sister just tried to brainwash me into it, right? I was like, no, I don't like that shit.
You know,
So-
it can't be right unless it's his idea.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah. So,
He's a man.
exactly.
I feel the same way.
Exactly.
I feel the
So-
same way. Tammy comes to me. She says this, and I'm like, nah, babe, but hey, this, and she's like, not what I just said, but
Yeah.
now it's my idea.
Yeah. And now we've learned when you think it's your idea, we're just like, oh, that's such a good idea, babe. Like, good job.
Exactly. See, that's how you manipulate us.
Encouragement.
We plant the seed, and then you grow it, and then we fuck the plant.
Yes.
It's fine.
Perfect. I like it.
I want to say I started writing raps when Eminem show came out because I rewrote Without Me.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I can change words on this. Somehow or another, something triggered in there, and I was like, I fucking like this song, bro, but I want to do one myself. I want to make a song just like this, but I want like my way.
Okay.
And I rewrote just a little bit of it, and it was fucking terrible. So I remember trying to do it, and when you're a kid, you get these weird ideas, and you're like, I want to do this, blah, blah, blah. And I just didn't quit doing it. So I made my first song ever. I recorded it definitely in my room when nobody was home, and it was through like sound recorder,
Okay.
Windows sound recorder.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
Picking up
that.
all the background noise,
Yeah.
and air
Everything.
conditioner, and everything. Huh?
Well, yeah, somehow or another I figured out how to do that and record other, which is crazy because there's like 3 buttons on that fucking program.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but you can open up as many of them as you wanted to.
Maybe that's what I was doing.
Yeah, because I used to learn harmony that way. I would record it on one, then I'd open up another one, then play that one and hit record on this one, and then harmonize with myself.
we
and
had
had
it
like
fucking-
6 of them open.
We had it fucking hard.
We
yo.
did.
You had to be creative when we were younger. Kids today, man, they don't know.
They're like, it all
Dude.
does it for you now.
Man. Yeah, I'm just trying to think about like all the shitty recordings I made. I made a bunch of really bad ones, and it was some random beat, and I swear to God, the first song I made ever was with this guy named Agent Orange, and he was horrible too. And I don't even remember how the song went, but it was real bad.
Okay.
I wish I still had it.
We need to
but,
look him up and see if he made anything.
No, I don't think he did. He was pretty bad. I was really bad too. Like when I first started rapping, I was rapping like it was real bad. You know what I mean? But I was like a little kid, and there was none of the double time. Obviously, I learned how to double time by accident. Funny story. I was doing a mixtape, and I wanted to make a mixtape in 3 days, and I was like, I want to push out some new material, man. I need to blow up, bro. I was like,
I'm getting famous tomorrow.
God, how old was I? I think I was maybe 16, 15, 16.
Okay.
And I was like, I need to make a mixtape in like 3 days. So I had a few songs out. Why are you looking at me for?
So this is
I
the
thought it was earlier than that, but that could be just me being wrong.
wait. So this is before the first.
you
full
know what?
al-
Yeah. But
Before the first full album.
No. Okay. No. Let me go back further. I'm out of order.
Yeah,
Well, the
let's
very first full album, I actually made an entire different first album, and I scrapped it because I didn't like it. And I'm pissed that I did that because I don't have any of those fucking songs no more. So I couldn't even tell you a lyric of one of them because I don't remember them. You know what I mean? But I made a 20-song album, And I just like, I was listening to it and I was like, I fucking hate this. Bow, and deleted it. Because that's how I worked when my brain was like 15. You know what I mean? I'm never going to need that again.
Well, back in those days when you hit delete, it actually deleted. It doesn't go to some like deleted messages and then you got to go to your deleted messages and then really permanent delete it. Like,
yeah. I had some, if I recall, I remember some of it and it was pretty badass, but for whatever reason, I was pissed and deleted it all. I recorded my first shit on a Radio Shack mic, like a little silver dynamic mic. Not nothing good. It was fucking Radio Shack brand.
Yeah.
And the plug-in was a 1/4 inch, like headphones.
Right.
And I told my mom, I was like, I need a mic. I told her I was doing music or whatever. She got me like this, I don't know, like $30, $40 mic or some shit. And it plugged straight into my sound card. And then I was started getting programs and stuff like that and actually recording music. So I did that whole first one, and then that didn't work. And then I was like, this mic fucking sucks, or I'm not good at mixing. It was probably both. And so then I got a large diaphragm mic, which is kind of like the other one I got, right? So that's the condenser mics, the bigger ones.
Yep.
And recorded the very first one. But I was on the internet fucking heavy, dude. Meeting with people. Like I did a song with Lunch Money Lewis. A lot of people know who he is now. But back then he was called K-Dot. And he was a rapper. He wasn't like a pop artist like he is now. Pitbull used to be a rapper too. Pitbull used to be a really good, just a rapper. But now he's super poppy and shit. And I'm like, man, if y'all motherfuckers met Pitbull when I did, different guy. Because I used to think Pitbull was the hardest motherfucker in the world. And he spit fast, so that was some of it. But also a lot of Tech Nine. I lived in Kansas. Some guy, I think I was in 5th grade. And this guy handed me a CD. He's like, bro, listen to this guy. I was like, what's this bullshit? Because I was rapping.
Yeah.
He's like, man, you like rapping? Listen to this guy. His name was Colin, the guy that gave me the CD. I can't remember his last name. Yeah. But he gave me Angelic, which is Tech Nine's very first album. And I was like, came back the next day and I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? Holy fucking shit. Just like losing my mind. I was like, this is the best music I've ever heard. And actually at the time, Slacker was really big by Tech Nine. It's an older song, but Tech Nine is so fucking big in Kansas that shit was on the radio. Like I heard the first time I ever heard Tech Nine, because I heard him on the radio first, and he had that song Slacker out, and it was on every fucking day in Topeka, and I was like, oh, that song's on, yeah. Of course, I wanted to get my tape and record it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then I told that guy came in, he's like, yeah, you know the guy that sings Slacker? He's like, same dude. I was like, bullshit. So anyway, yeah, telling my story is all over the fucking place.
No,
so when you lived in Kansas, how old were you again? You said like 5th, 6th
13.
grade?
I was 13.
13.
Okay, so like
it was a little. So yeah, so it was a little bit before 15, 16. Did you do your album then, or
No, I didn't do my actual first album until I was like 15, 16.
the one you scrapped, or before that?
Well, I guess I did my one before that when I was like 14.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I thought you were like younger. I thought it was like 12, 13 ish when you were starting.
I didn't get good at rapping for a while. Like I remember I made some songs and my sister played them to her friend Bobby. And he told her, he's like, he kind of sucks. And I was like, man, fuck that guy. I love Bobby to death. Bobby Neal. He lives in Enid still to this day.
Bobby Neal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, he's
Shit,
got a good last name though.
That's right.
I was fucking so goddamn mad. I was like, man, fuck that guy, bro. And I just kept going and kept making music and stuff. But my first songs were fucking trash.
But you know what I love about that? Someone told you that you sucked, and you didn't go, well, shit, I guess I should just stop. Like kids today, like I even catch it in my own kids. If someone says, you're not good at this, then they immediately get down and they're like, well, I guess I should just stop. It sucks.
But see, I want to say that's Eminem's fault because I learned not to give a fuck from that guy. You know what I mean? Like
I love it.
Thinking about how many times I listened to the Marshall Mathers LP and shit, like I just brainwashed myself with that. I know every goddamn word to every song on 2 and 3 of his albums, like Marshall Mathers LP and the Eminem Show. I can go word for word with every song on that album.
Yeah.
So imagine like a 12, 13-year-old kid going, you know what, fuck these people. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it really made me go, fuck you, rather than I'm just going to quit. Like, for what I think, I don't know, man. Eminem raised a lot of my generation.
Well, you're not built that way though either.
Yeah, I was going to say,
fair.
I feel like that there is something to that. We've talked before. My first album was Me Against the World.
Yeah.
And I feel that way a lot. Even as an adult, I feel that me against the world in a lot of places.
Yeah.
But I was never raised that way. Like, we were raised to be competitive. We were raised to, you tell me I suck, then I'll prove that I don't.
That's fair.
And I don't think a lot of kids today, even if I try to push that on my own kids, like, don't let someone tell you you suck and you quit. Let them tell you suck and then prove them wrong.
Yeah.
And today the kids are just not like that.
Kids
Well,
are
and
not
it's not-
super
that
good
way.
at quitting.
But we're not the only ones raising them.
That's fair.
There's social media and TikTok that they're soaking into their brain. So we are like fighting against all of that.
They got a whole
going
World
on.
Wide Web full
Yeah.
of fucking quitters telling them
Bunch
that's all
of
right.
quitters,
Exactly.
exactly.
So it's okay. Go try something else. Like, no, if you really want to do it, do it.
I could
Yeah,
go on
and
about that
don't-
for fucking hours.
And
Yeah.
don't care what other people think.
But yeah, I just
So
I didn't
you
care.
took it and you said, "Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
I'm going forward."
Yeah, man. And then I want to say a couple years later, maybe I did a verse on a Kanye song, "Through the Wire," which I don't fucking have anymore either. 'Cause I had an external hard drive that was this fucking big.
Yeah.
And it got fucked up.
It had
got
so
destroyed.
much music on
it.
it.
had everything I ever did.
Yeah.
Except that album, that first album.
for the first one.
But it had everything, every song I started to write, every
Right.
beat I ever downloaded, every fucking thing. So the only music that I have now, aside from the new shit that I make, is stuff I found on the internet. There's actually a couple songs on the internet. Like, there's songs that I made where I did a verse for somebody else and released it, and I fucking forgot about it. So, like, I'll hear, because you got to think, man, I probably did 300 songs between, those ages. And I was like, when I find it back, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I did that. That verse is kind of tight. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's definitely weird. It does suck not having any of that shit. I lost another whole album too. Remember the one I made when we lived in Conway?
Yeah.
That whole fucking album's gone. That shit got deleted
Does
somehow.
that have what's that one my mom really liked? Let Them Talk. Did it have that one on there?
I still have that song.
Oh, was it that album though?
It was after that.
Oh.
The one I did with the guy hit me up and he's like, hey, we want to sign you, but I need you to make an album, blah, blah, blah. And I had like a month to make an album or some shit. It was bullshit anyway. But anyway, I fucking believed it. And I was like, I'll take the shot.
Yeah.
Was that when we were going to go to Tulsa or whatever?
I think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I put like an EP together. It was like 8 or 9 songs, but there's 2 songs on there. Number 1 is that Happy Now song.
Oh, yeah.
I finished that whole fucking song. I lost it. I don't know what happens. I think it may have been on the external. Yeah, you know what? It sure was. And there was another one where I fucking, it is one of the best songs I ever wrote. I shit you not. And I'll never be able to replicate it because I don't know what the fuck I said in it.
You just know how you felt about it.
And I can't find a beat for the fucking life of me, dude. I've looked everywhere.
Yeah.
The website I got that beat from shut down.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I was like, so I've searched everywhere. I've searched old emails to where I sent it to someone, anything. Apparently, I sat on those fucking records and I was like, I'm not dropping these until fucking, I give them to this guy.
Yeah.
And somehow, when the external got destroyed, I lost all that shit.
Yeah.
So there's a whole nother album of shit, basically, like or an EP, probably 10. I want to say maybe 9, 10 songs that were fucking awesome, but got deleted, or destroyed somehow. It sucks, man. I lost a lot of really good shit.
So, okay.
Anyway, what I was saying about Bobby. Is a couple years later, he heard some of my newer shit when I was about probably 14, 15. He told my sister, he was like, what the fuck? He's fucking amazing. He's like the best rapper I've ever heard. Da, 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 and just started going off on it. I should fucking call my sister. But
all right, Jeremy.
Hey, we got the setup, baby.
We do.
Yeah, so years later, it was kind of like a nice redemption for me. I was like, goddamn right.
That was the moment you did it all for, though. Like,
And I feel like that was the moment that pushed me forward to go, maybe I am fucking good at this.
yeah.
And I rapped slow. I rapped very Eminem style, but also I was listening to a lot of music made in Miami back then. A lot of Southern shit, but specifically Miami because I really liked the artist in Miami.
Okay.
And a lot of that shit was rubbing off on what I was doing. So I developed this weird fucking accent and all basically the accent that I had when you met me.
Yeah. It's very different than the one you have now.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, just for a second here. If you're enjoying this story, like, share, subscribe. And we're going to keep going with Travis and kind of walk through this. You guys are going to hear some music in a minute. We're going to take some pauses in here and play some stuff from a couple of his albums.
Yeah, we can.
Just let you hear the growth of Travis. I'm telling you, you're gonna be amazed. You're gonna hear some stuff that you're like, how did this not end up on national radio? I've heard it all. And I'm excited about it. But like, share, subscribe, and let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I will tell you, in that same vein, the some of the that album that I did, the one you named, as Phate would have it, is literally a timeline of how my music progressed as I made it, which is why I dated it. Funny enough, Spotify specifically tells you do not put a year on a song, and I fucking did it anyway. Somehow or another, and got it through. I don't know. I didn't figure that out till the other day. I was like, don't put the year. And I was like, oh shit, I got a whole album with years on every song, man. Because I want to be able to know, like, hey, I was like fucking 12, like, you know.
Well, and you don't ever listen to anybody anyway, so why would you now?
There's actually, I got pretty pissed when I released that album because there was supposed to be about 5 more songs on that.
On His Feet would have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was supposed to be like a 30-song deal.
Okay.
Or something like that. There was a lot of songs. It was basically my greatest hits from when I was actually doing music, you know?
So first album gets made. How does that feel? I'm asking. I told you before I wrote poetry the first time I got published.
Yeah.
And that book showed up in the mail. I was like, oh my God, my shit's here. Oh, I'm in this book. How does that feel? First album comes out. How does that feel, man?
I got something to lead you back to speaking of a book also.
Okay.
I was just about to go there too.
Yeah. So it felt like I was just getting started and I needed to start going harder. Honestly, it was nothing like anything I've done in my life is kind of like that. Like, okay, so we're here and now let's start doing more.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I've always, it's never enough. For whatever reason, I'm just wired like an asshole. And I
love it.
You know
I mean,
what I
it's
mean?
benefited us.
I mean,
putting together this podcast.
Yeah. So and that's kind of me. Like even when I got this room built and all this stuff built, I'm like, well, now let's go.
Let's go.
You know, so that I felt like it was step one, and I had a fucking plan. I was gonna be rich by the time I was like 25. You know what I mean? I literally say it in a song. I was like, get signed within a year. Something. What did I fuck? I don't remember the words. Anyway, be signed by 18, be rich by 24, or retire by 24, something like that. You know what I mean? Is what I was saying. But of course, a fucking child. But
and then it turns out we were the brokest we ever were at 24. Like,
we was damn. How much is that ramen? Broke. You know what I mean?
Can we afford that?
The guy's like, just take it. No, yeah, I felt like it was the beginning, you know, but I did start. Actually, we started stomping CDs. Remember the label stompers?
Yeah.
Her mom still has some where we literally fucking stomped.
We would print it out on the big sheets of paper and print it out, and then take the sticker off, and then boop, and
that's where I learned how to do Photoshop. Because I needed
and then if I'm right, we went out down to downtown Little Rock and tried like giving them out and stuff, right? Or selling them or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember
A
what
lot
year
of
that
those
was,
albums ended up. What's funny is the first ones we pressed, we made the shit we bought to press them was too thick, and it wouldn't fucking play in CD players.
Well, shit.
We still have some of those white label ones. I made 5 black label ones.
Oh yeah.
And I think I gave them to your family members.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't even remember that.
They're the only people that have them.
Really?
Maybe my mom has one. I know your mom's got one somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably at the shop somewhere.
But we probably pressed up 500 of those motherfuckers.
We pressed up a lot
There
of
was
them.
so many.
I think didn't we even get those like clear CD cases and like put like your album stuff like the cover on it and
We
everything?
fucking
like,
manufactured
we tried to
that
make
shit.
it like professional as we could.
Well, I didn't have disc makers' money back then, right?
Yeah.
I know the money to call disc makers, but I need fucking, 500 albums. I was like, fuck that, man. Yeah, I couldn't afford none of that shit, so we fucking made
Doing
them.
ourselves.
Yeah, that's right.
Print it out on the printer at home and we getting this shit done.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I'm familiar. Look, so one time I was in New York City. I'm walking down a street corner, and there's like 2 dudes, and they're they're holding up CDs. They're like, "You want to check out my music?" I'm like, "Oh, let me see your CD." The minute they put that in your hand, they're like $5. They're like $5. They don't want you to hand it back to them.
I was a little
want the
different than
$5.
that.
Like, take my music.
Yeah.
I've never been real aggressive like that, and I feel like maybe that's some of my problem. I would always make music and not know what to fucking do from there. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, somebody will find it. How the fuck are you gonna find it if you don't market it?
Right.
I didn't market shit.
Right.
I never planned anything.
Well, social media wasn't what it is today, though, either. When you were coming out with it.
No, that time I remember I had a MySpace, and it was a pimp ass profile on MySpace, bro.
Oh, MySpace! I love MySpace.
And Jessica was like, "Man, there's this new thing called Facebook.
I did. I made
Maybe
him
you can talk to some bitches on there." I swear to God, dude.
Literally, I made him a Facebook so he could get girls. I was like, dude, try this. Just send him a message. Like,
No such thing as Tinder. It was Facebook.
No.
it was Facebook.
Facebook
That's all
for
you had.
dating.
We missed the entire Tinder era, bro. It was plenty of fish back then. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
That was,
it.
eHarmony.
God.
eHarmony was like the only one you had when we started dating.
Plenty of fish, the scariest place in the sea.
Oh my God, dude.
Man. But yeah, no, I created his first Facebook. I was like, look, you need to get on this right here.
Yeah. And then I made it.
You know that's when the girl likes you.
Right.
When she's making it up and being like, hey, let me hook you up with other girls because she likes you, but she wants you to recognize it. So she's like, recognize me. I'm trying to help you, but it's me. It's me. But I'm trying to help you.
Well, I was always a side eye in that one. You know.
Yeah, I
like,
was dating his best friend at the
Kinda
time.
like-
So
I was kind of like, get your ass. Get your ass.
he did. He told me that. I was like, okay.
He got you.
He did. I knew, but I couldn't.
Shot in the
I
dark.
couldn't say that I knew.
Yeah. Feel that. All right.
Man.
So we're an album in. You start.
Oh, dude, I pumped out like three
you start
more.
pumping them out real fast.
Yeah, I started blowing through them after that. I don't even.
Okay.
My second one, was I don't love my second one.
Even if we don't get into names and songs necessarily, you put out a couple of albums. You're handing them out, selling them.
I sold as many as I could.
How did you go about? Did you perform places?
Yeah, that was a little before us when I was performing a lot.
Mm-hmm. What about that one show you did in Little Rock off of
We did one at Euler at a college party. That was fucking cool.
That
Yeah?
was a fun party. Yeah, it was a really fun
It
party.
was a fun show too. I've done Vino's a few. You know what?
The one in Sherwood. We weren't together at that point, but your mom and your sister went. They played the wrong song.
Oh, we was in Bada Bang. We were in Pine Bluff.
Oh, I thought there was one in Sherwood. That
Nah,
you
I
did.
opened for Slim Thug that night actually.
Okay.
And I didn't get to go in the green room and meet him or nothing. I was fucking mad. My mom paid $300 for me to be able to open that show.
Yeah.
I got a call at the last minute from somebody, and they were like, "Oh, we need to open an act." And I was like, "Oh, cool. How much is it?" And but I was kind of trying to get paid, you know.
Right.
What are we looking at? But $300. Fuck, I'll do $300. Yeah, you pay us. Fuck, seriously? So my mom's like,
That's
fuck
not how
it.
that's supposed to go.
My mom's like, fuck it, let's go. So, I didn't know shit about Pine Bluff, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was like, probably not gonna be welcome here. But fucking did a show anyway, man. And it was cool. Like, I killed my whole set. But I say my whole set, like 3/4 of my set. But I was a fucking idiot. And I was thinking the easiest thing to do would be able for someone to not have to touch anything.
Yeah.
So I put all my songs on one track.
Yeah.
And I told the guy, I was like, click fucking play. And he's like, cool. So I get like 4 songs in, maybe 5.
Need a drink,
And
need a break.
He was just trying to do something and he restarted it. Oh no. And I think it was Slim Thug's DJ. And whoever it was, I cussed him the fuck. I'm like a fucking 15, 16-year-old kid. And I was like, what's your fucking problem, bro? He's like, what the fuck, man? I was like, it's one fucking song, dude. I'm not stopping. I got 15 minutes. I'm going fucking 15 minutes, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I literally remember challenging people in the crowd to battle me that, and I was so fucking pissed. And again, I was young, dumb, full of cum, bulletproof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, it was that I got fucking mad. But I had a show at Vino's the following night, which was dope. And that show went really good. But then I learned a hard lesson that night.
Yeah.
Don't put all your fucking tracks on one song.
Yeah.
I was embarrassing. You know what I mean? And I was
Sure.
like, fuck this shit. But it did give me a cool story to tell on stage, like at Vino's. You know what I mean? I'm like, over Slim Thug last night, and it was way better here, and all that shit. But I was a rapper mode. I was like, y'all fucking shit way better.
Better than the Slim Thug crowd.
Yeah. Show wise, before I even started doing shows, hilariously enough, I was battling people on the internet a lot.
Huh.
And there's literally, and it's probably still on there somewhere, but you could
The
literally.
internet never disappears.
Ever.
You can, I bet I battled fucking 60 people on the internet. So like they're going, oh, you're battling, blah, blah, or they would like literally diss you. Some guy fucking dissed me when I was at my grandma's house, and then we didn't have cell phones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, like he wasn't at my grandma's. It was just while I was gone away from my computer.
Yeah, he puts out a diss
Fucking guy
track.
did it, and like at that time, I was like the Eminem of that website. People were like, "Oh, you fucked up now," like that guy. You know what I mean? And I was like, "I'm gonna fucking destroy this dude." And then I got home and I made like 2 disses and the fucking just waxed this kid. I still have those, but I didn't put them out because it was a different time back then, and there was a lot of words flying that don't fly these days. Yeah. I'll play you them later. But,
All right.
Anyway, so I was heavy into battling back then, and so I heard they were having a live freestyle battle at Vino's, and I was like, I'll fucking go. It was like I don't know, $20 to enter it or $10 or some shit.
Yeah.
And I went in there the first night and battled. I don't know. I think I battled 5 people. Maybe it was 3. Anyway.
So, was this like a stage type stuff?
You're on stage. It was like fucking 8 Mile, dude.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was picturing in my head. So that's how I was wondering.
And it was intense because we were really freestyling. It's not like battle nowadays. Like it was freestyle battles, which actually is probably nowhere near as good as nowadays. But I battled this guy named Mad Trucker. I still remember that guy because he looks like this other rapper named Hot Carl. Which if you Urban Dictionary the word Hot Carl, you'll. Anyway. So I battled him, and then, which he's this dude with like big, thick Clark Kent glasses, and he had literally a trucker hat on and like a fucking jacket. And I was like, I'm gonna smoke this motherfucker. I made it to the finals that night, and I was kind of making pre-meds because I knew it was free. I'm thinking in my head I was battling this dude named Doughboy, and I remember because I fucking lost because I said the same line twice.
Whoops!
I had this pre-med that I thought was gonna be so strong. Well, apparently. I said it fucking twice in the verse and didn't know it because that's where my brain was just all over the place. I was nervous as shit.
Right.
And yeah, so somehow or another, my buddy told me after because you're freestyling, you don't know what the fuck you're saying, and I may have said it in a little bit different way or something like that, but I lost that one, and then from there on, I think I won 3 or 4 of them, and then they were like, "You need to stop battling here, bro." I just kept winning them. You know what I mean? One night I won when I remember because they gave me the $100 in an envelope, and so they handed it to me, and then this guy like gets on at the end of it, it's like in the car, he's like, "I'll battle you for your money." I was like, "Bet." I give it back to the people, and my mom's like, "No." I was like, "Fuck that shit, I got this." I was in a tall tee down on my fucking ankles, and I was ready to go. I would have roasted my fucking pants off back then if I would have battled me. Holy shit. But it worked, dude. And I won that one too, but it was nice. So that one was cool, but yeah, that was kind of the end of my battle. I think I battled at one other place and it went really bad because me and the other guy both just were kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was at the Dixie Peg or some shit. It was in Sherwood.
My mom worked there for years,
for real?
bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
They had a stage in there? Is that the place?
No, not
what
Dixie
the
Pig
fuck
then.
is this thing called, man? It was some like barbecue joint, but they had a fucking full-fledged stage in that bitch.
That's the one I'm talking about. It's Whole Hog in Sherwood.
Yeah, Sherwood.
That's the one I was talking about.
That show was dope. You were at that show?
No, you told me about it. Isn't that the one where you gave him your sister's CD or something? You gave him the wrong
Oh no, that was
CD.
at Vino's. Oh, that one went real bad. All right, so Timmy, I was doing a show at Vino's one time, and so at that time burning CDs was a thing, and I had a bunch of them in my floorboard.
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking the CD out to bring it inside. I drop it in my floorboard, and I'm like, "Oh shit, this one!"
Wrong CD.
So I'm the only white guy performing, obviously, and I give him the CD. His name was DJ G-Force was the guy. He was a great DJ. Anyway, so he starts playing. My time's going. And he clicks play.
It's Flock of Seagulls.
Fucking George Strait. Just give it away. That song was popping at the time. It just came out, and I was like, I like this fucking song. Well, apparently I had that song on and out on a burn CD, and that was the one, man. And I was like, you fucking with me? So I'm like, mic in hand. I was like, what are you doing? And this was one of the first times freestyling worked out for me. Because he's like, dude, this is the CD you gave me. And I was like, just turn on a fucking beat and I'll freestyle the whole time. And we'll just move on with our lives. And he's like, okay, dude.
Was that the first time that you freestyled on stage?
It was the first time I freestyled a whole
at
fucking
a show
verse.
or something? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just started freestyling. Like, I've done other shows after that. And I would just freestyle because I couldn't remember my fucking words. You know?
The one, so he did a show in, Stillwater? It was Stillwater.
We was at Oklahoma City at Bricktown. What the fuck was that place called?
I don't know.
Yeah, we drove there.
We drove there for a show, and you're gonna do Jaeger bombs, weren't you?
Oh, my song.
No, I got through Jaeger bombs.
Yeah,
I knew
no,
there
that's not
wasn't
the one, but you did that one.
Yeah, I did that. I did a bunch of songs that night.
I think you did A State.
I was opening and I hadn't performed in forever. I was so fucking nervous that night. I think I got through it, but I was nervous. And then toward the end, you know, I went on for, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe. Toward the end, I was like, yeah, we're fucking. I'll go for an hour and a half now. But you know, I didn't know I was gonna open the fucking show.
Okay.
So I drive there from here, or not from here, but from Little Rock, and I'm staying with the dude who's doing the show, and he's like, "All right, man, start it up." He didn't tell me that shit. I'm like, "Start it up, motherfucker! There ain't nobody here yet." There was some people there. There was probably 50 people there.
Yeah.
Okay. But I was fucking nervous as shit, man. I was like, I've never opened the show before, man. This is weird. I've never been the first dude on stage, so I was nervous as shit, man.
More nervous for 50 than 300.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that place because I wasn't in Arkansas, man. It was scary. It was my first like out of town thing.
Yeah.
When the only people in the crowd he knows is me, his mom, and his sister. Like that's it.
And when you're dissing OU in one of your verses, I mean, you can't do that.
I did that song that night. Actually, the black and yellow one.
Oh yeah, that's it.
You know that song?
OU shit.
I came out on his set and did that black and blue that verse I did on it. Actually, that shit was fire. Whenever I came out on his set, that was really cool because I was comfortable at that point. I was like, I ain't scared of shit no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a clean verse too. I love this song. And we made that song because we both did covers of that song that we both did verses. He made a whole song out of it. And he was like, bro, fucking let's combine them. I was like, cool, let's do it. So
cool.
That's why there's 2 hooks on the black and blue song. There's one is mine, one is his.
Yep.
Yeah. that was crazy.
That's awesome.
I've had a bunch of fucking weird shows. Doing shows now with what I do, like when we do the karaoke thing and all that shit, and I go out and freestyle and stuff. I feel like I would be a billion times better at a show now than I was then, because if you think about it, I karaoke wherever we go.
Yep.
Anywhere we go, and my favorite way to do it is my favorite time to do it is a place we've never been. Mm-hmm. So if you think about it, if I get on a stage now with fucking 10,000 people rocking with me, I don't give a fuck. This is awesome.
You love that element of surprise now when people look at you when you go up on stage. They're like, what? Like, what's this dude doing? And he comes out and he does his thing and they're like, what? Oh my God.
So this is where we got to get a petition to the AMP, the next artist that comes in that you would sound good with.
Well, you
got to open that show.
You
should have opened the Jelly Roll show.
Josh Perry?
Yeah.
He could make that happen.
That needs to happen.
Yeah, so it would probably cost me some money.
Let's make it happen.
But I could do it. I think that would be fun as fuck.
Let's start a GoFundMe.
No, it ain't very expensive to open for somebody. It's like $300.
We'll make that happen. Don't read the comments. We'll make that happen.
Yeah, right.
Let's go.
I would do it though. I think I would for sure, especially if it was here. Actually, I was talking to Josh Perry. He offered me to be on a college tour. It was one at U of A, one in Texas, and one somewhere else the other day. And it was like a pay to play thing. I'm like, I'm a grown man. I'm not fucking gonna pay to do some.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna pay you to. It was like $1,000. And I was like, I'm not gonna fucking pay $1,000 to be away from my family, dog. Like I could make that way more than that just being here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I'm good. I'll just keep making music and have somebody come to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't have enough songs right now. And this is what I told him. I was like, I don't have enough fucking new songs put together to even want to do that. I was like, I might do it later at some point if I'm ever like, I need some shows. Like, it's not that hard to get shows, actually. It turns out. Fuck, I'm trying to think. There was something else I got with. I did some other shows, some other places too, but I can't fucking remember where.
Okay.
I did a bunch of them.
Yeah.
All right. So,
how does it feel now writing versus when you were writing when you were younger?
When I was writing younger, I had a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Even before, like, even when I was like we're talking 13, 14, because I wanted to make money with it. My mom was working her ass off, and I wanted to like be able to, you know, take care of her and shit like that. So that was kind of my motivation to actually go. But once I figured out I was good at it, I was like, okay, I can do something with this.
Yeah.
I just never knew where to do it. Short of going, well, let me just make some fucking demos and send them to labels. Like I talked to a couple labels and shit like that, but I never sent them anything. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of a victim of my own, I guess, just ignorance from back then, because I made a bunch of songs and a lot of them are pretty fucking good, in my opinion. But I didn't know what to do with them, and I never really put it much effort, you know, to do it, because I was always like, well, somebody will hear it, and they just didn't. You know.
Well, you could actually do that now, because like there's so many different ways for someone to hear your music now. It's just a different time too.
The way it is now, you don't even need a label.
Yeah, you just put it on TikTok or YouTube, or, you know.
Like, do you know how much it costs to make a hit single happen? About $300,000 in marketing.
Okay.
And I'm like, not interested.
Yeah.
Not interested. I'm not going to fucking spend $300,000 to blow a single up. And then that's what labels do. That's what labels are for. That's the benefit of doing a label versus like self-distribution like what I do. If I just want to,
It's the marketing.
Yeah.
So you made some albums, you did some shows, you got married,
Had some kids.
had some kids.
dude.
You had to make a decision at some point and say, I love the music. I love doing this, but this can't be my life. And I know you had that conversation with yourself because it's in one of your songs.
Yeah.
So talk about that for a minute. What was that like to go, this is something that's been my dream. This is something that's driven me forward. This is something that is part of my identity, and now I have to let that go. Was it I have to let that go, or I choose to let that go? Talk about that.
I was so frustrated by the time I stopped making music with music. I was mad no one had found me yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now again, a lot of that's on me because I wasn't doing it correctly, but I was so mad at the process and all the time that I was spending on music that it was an easy choice. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm fucking done here. I'll do it later. You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Yeah. That was when Kylie was like 6 months old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm just like, fucking game's over, dude. Like, it wasn't because I had to. It was because I chose to.
Yeah.
And it was the easiest fucking choice ever, to be honest. I was so fucking broke. I was working probably 70-hour weeks at the time, and then coming home and going straight in there and sitting in a room. Like, the Toxic song is basically what I was doing back then. Like, that song's not about what I'm doing now. It's about how toxic that making music or your addiction to music can be. That's why I say the music hallucinogen, the fucking excuse me,
He's still Travis, folks. It's a serious podcast, but he's still Travis.
still bourbon, baby. But no, the music hallucinogen, what I mean by that, it didn't just rhyme well. It's fucking it's like a fog over your eyes, man. It's the hope and fear. The whole song is like, in my opinion, put together exactly the way shit was. You know, when I heard that hook by Calico, I was like, ooh, I could do something with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because won't let this get toxic, waste this chance that I've been given.
Yep.
Fuck, you know what I mean? Like a second chance at doing music, but not letting it consume your entire fucking life.
Yeah, but letting it go.
Yeah.
So today, you own a garage door business. Today, you're independently successful, self-made man. And that required letting go of the music.
Yeah, I think I wanted not to cut you off, but
No, go ahead. I want you to talk. I'm just trying to put us in a timeline kind of.
No, I literally told her, I was like, if I take the fucking the drive that I'm putting toward this music and I put it toward a business, it will succeed.
Yeah.
It fucking will, straight up.
Yep.
And it did. So glad I was right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what,
you're in
no
Little
shit.
Rock. You're in Little Rock.
And now this motherfucker's driving a Wagoneer. You know what I mean?
But yeah, so you're in Little Rock. You're like, I'm going to put the effort behind the music into something else.
Kind of, actually.
Talk about it.
Before that, we randomly moved to Florida.
Okay.
So, I mean, I definitely did do that because I was half-assing work for a long time.
Yeah.
Because I was wanting to get back and make music. But one day it clicked. But then we definitely made the decision to move to Florida.
So just to timeline it out for you, Kylie was born in the end of 2011. She was 6 months old. He decided he was done with it. He was gonna, put all of his effort towards working, and sold everything in our house, all the studio equipment, everything. And then when Kylie was a year and a half almost, then we moved to Florida, and he got,
there was no music happening in Florida because I didn't have a studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did that, and we were there for a year.
I sold all my studio equipment for like $1,200.
Yeah.
You remember?
So 1 second to get to Jess, because we haven't really talked about it. You've been supportive through this whole thing. He's talked about it. You helped press albums. You helped hand them out. You were showing up to shows, and you watch this guy that you know is supremely talented go, I'm gonna put this down and take care of you and our kids. What was that like? Don't cry.
I'm not gonna cry.
I looked at her eyes. I'm like, don't cry.
It sucks because
She's trying to figure out how to word it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because on the one hand, like, you want to be as supportive as possible,
Sure,
right?
of
Like,
course.
I want you to follow your dreams. I want you to do everything you want to do. At the same time, I saw kind of what it was doing to him. It was like tearing him in half. Like, he wanted to do this, but he also wanted to support and provide for his family. I didn't get any time with him, like, hardly ever. And, like, I know I probably wasn't the nicest person about it sometimes. So, I don't know. It was hard to watch him give up on his dreams, but it was also, like, a proud moment because as a man, he was doing what he felt like he needed to do for his family.
Yep.
So, it's kind of a, double-edged sword. Like, I hate that for you, but I'm also happy in the direction you're going. So
Yeah, we were so like detrimentally broke.
Yeah.
Back then. I'm serious.
Hey,
We
I've
were
been there, man. I
fucking
understand.
broke. God damn, we were broke.
I understand. There was a day when I called my best friend at the time and said, dude, you're managing Wendy's. I have a degree. in marketing. Can I please flip burgers? I need some money. I mean, I know what it means to be broke.
yeah.
So
You
it's
look
a
at each
very
other-
different place today, but
Yeah, I mean, you look at each other and you're like, man, we need diapers, and our bank account's negative. Like, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get diapers for our kid? And you just have those moments, and you're like, okay, yeah, maybe we should shift focus.
It doesn't exactly make you want to go in your room and write a fucking party song.
Yeah.
no, for sure. That's
why
kind
so
of your
much
8 Mile song, right?
That's why
That's
so
kinda
much of
your
my
lose
music
yourself.
was fucking sad because I was fucking sad when I was making it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But those were the easiest songs to write because I was in such a fucking bad spot. You know.
Okay.
I feel she didn't really tell me like you need to quit. I was like, fuck this. You know what I mean? Like one day I was like, yeah, I'm fucking done with this bullshit. But like I said, my song "Slow Down" was the last song I was ever gonna make.
Okay.
To be honest. But that's that's what that whole song. That whole song's about. Fuck everything. I'm fucking done with this shit. I've spent goddamn 10 years on this shit. I'm fucking done.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and we sold all that stuff with every intention of never coming back to it. Like, when we were doing songs together too sometimes. Like,
We did a bunch of songs together.
yeah, so before we sold everything, and then we were just like, all right, I guess we're done here. Like, we've got to figure it out.
Yeah, I think it's lost in here just a little bit because Travis is a super talented rapper, but Jess is a super talented singer. That's not a lie. I've heard it many, many times. Super talented singer. I've never heard you on your own on a song. I've heard you karaoke on your own.
Yeah.
But, obviously Travis super supportive of your singing.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't really just Travis putting that down. It was also you going, "Hey, I got to put this down too. We're doing
Not
this
to the-
life."
Yeah, not to the extent of what he was putting it down. I was just like, I enjoyed singing, verses or hooks on his songs. Like, it was great because I always
Because I didn't know how
loved
to
music.
write a song.
I've always loved music, and that's something that we share. Like, we both love music. It's a very healthy way of us getting our emotions out, and it always has been. When he was younger, when I was younger, like, we definitely related in that aspect. But it was definitely more of a sacrifice for him to put it down than it was for me. Because I could always go. I wasn't karaokeing at that point either, though. It was
I
a
want to
couple years
record
after
you
that.
nowadays though because you're so much better, like miles ahead of singing than where you were. So like when someone is like, "Oh, I like that song with you and Jess," I'm like, I hate that song because she doesn't sound like that at all anymore.
I know. I sound so different now. And like, I don't know. You could say it's better. That's fine. But I just feel like I'm a lot more confident now.
Well,
because I wasn't doing karaoke then. Like I couldn't even sing in front of him when we were recording our music.
Seriously,
I
leave the
recorded
room. I gotta record.
Yeah, I would make him. I would record it while he was at work. I made him teach me the program so that I could record it while he was gone, and then he would come home and mix it because I was too scared to even sing in front of him.
Well, that's definitely changed because I've heard you.
Yeah.
And you're amazing.
Now I'm scared to record a song and I'll go do karaoke. Like
she's still paying the ass in the studio.
Yeah, so. I can't.
She got too many fucking options, man. She's like, oh, I can do better. I'm like,
yeah,
that was pretty good, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah.
We want to get out of here while we're young.
Yeah, it takes me a long time to record a song now, but you go get me on a mic in a karaoke bar, like I'm set.
And she can one shot that motherfucker, no problem.
I've heard. So you karaoke.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I've put you on TikTok before.
I wonder how many TikToks and Snapchats I'm actually on.
You're on a shit ton.
Because there's
You've been a
lot
bunch
of people.
There's a particular guy, I'm not going to name drop in here, but there's a particular guy who sits in the bar that we go to who drops you probably once every 2 weeks at least. I've seen his Snapchats. I've seen his stuff. He drops you. So you've been on there quite a bit.
I was thinking about the random people around the country, right?
Oh, yeah.
Of all the places we went.
Yeah. Because every time we go like out of town, like even in Nashville, we karaoke'd in Nashville. It was so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we did in Florida at that one bar.
Yes, that was so much fun. Pensacola. That was fun.
It was hilarious. I was drunk as shit. And I asked the lady, the waitress lady, I was like, what are you getting around here? And she's like, oh, the DJ, he just left. I was like, what? Like, okay.
That's funny.
Bro, I was in a bath spot back there.
So karaoke, though, I mean, I've known you for a couple of years now. That didn't drive you to create a new song on its own. But we did a show with Jeremy Allen Jones.
Yeah, that definitely. Well, I want to say that I had that song. I had "Toxic" written, some of it written, a verse and a half probably before. But yeah, whenever I did that, she's like, "Bro, you need to make fucking music. You need to fucking record some shit." And I was like, "Fine."
It definitely that show with Jeremy Allen Jones definitely lit a fire under his ass. He was like, "All right, let's go."
Maybe I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and also, I think selfishly, I wanted the world to hear what I sound like now.
Yeah.
Because writing is easier. For sure. I have no fucking pressure. I don't give a fuck. My life is good. I'm straight. I'm doing fine.
And you know, and I've got to tell you, I mean, the part of Toxic that speaks the most to me is when you're like, I just do this now because I want to. I don't need it. It's not a need for me anymore, which makes it more personal.
Yeah.
Like, this is because I want it, not because I need it.
If you listen back to my old shit, there's so much desperation in all that music.
Sure.
Desperation and frustration. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, hope and fear. You fear not making it, and you live on hope. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So where you're like, they're contagious as fuck. Because either way, is you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I like that song though, man. I'm actually really happy I recorded Toxic.
I really like that song. That's probably my favorite song of yours.
So here's what I'm going to say. Everybody, you've listened to the show. Like, share, subscribe. We're going to play this song. And I just want you to hear what Travis sounds like today. I'm excited. Toxic is great. You can find it on Spotify.
Apple. It's
Apple everywhere.
That shit's on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
My distribution is fire, bro.
There you go. So without further ado, here's the song.
The two most contagious things in life are fear and hope. Sometimes they lead you somewhere you don't want to go. Yeah.
I won't let this get toxic. Risk the chance that I'm just giving up. No, not even a little bit. I'll be okay in a little bit. Feeling like I lost it. Things get bad, but I keep getting up. No,
didn't think that it would take 10. I just wanted a break, had some money to make, couldn't keep going on like this. Needed to focus on my kids, had to make it all make more sense. Get a place to live, create businesses, get away from all the bullshit. R.I.P. to Clay Sims, the greatest. I can't believe he got taken. When I listen back to our older tracks, I really can't believe that we made them. We swore to God that we're famous. I created you your own playlist, which made me think I should make a new track so my talent isn't just wasted. Thanks for that. Now I'm at a spot where I fully control everything. Way back then, didn't even have the money to go buy my girl a wedding ring. I hate to come off conceited, but I'm proud to say I succeeded. And the difference is with this music shit, I just want it now, I don't need it, I mean it.
I won't let this get toxic. Risk the chance that I'm just giving up. No, not even a little bit. I'll be okay in a little bit. Feeling like I lost it. Things get bad, but I keep getting up. No, every day a little bit. I'll be okay in a little bit.
If you wanna catch lightning in a bottle, you gotta risk your life and give your all, bro. Putting time in the rhymes can siphon all hope. Have a little fight left for tomorrow. I know I'm slightly hard to call though. Packed up my mic and took my ball home. Valued my wife more than the follows. Clean sweep shit like the Apollo. Y'all know I overcommit. Obsession with every record that I ever did. Just flipping my shit. Sit in my room, replaying beats. He at it again. I cannot pretend that I didn't see it, but I didn't think it would do what it did. Ignoring the world, ignoring my girl. The music hallucinogen. Thank God she stuck with me. I don't know how she puts up with me. All I know is ain't nobody touching me. Ain't gonna pull my strings like puppetry. I hate to come off conceited, but I'm proud to say I succeeded. And the difference is with this music shit, I just want it now, I don't need it, I mean it.
I won't let this get toxic. Risk the chance that I'm just giving up. No, not even a little bit. I'll be okay in a little bit. Feeling like I lost it. Things get bad, but I keep getting up. No, every day a little bit. I'll be okay in a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That was Toxic. That was Toxic by Travis Ford.
My mom says every time I get off the phone with her, she's like, "That's toxic." He's never going to call me back.
I feel the same way. I'm like, this is why we don't do a podcast every week, because he's so toxic.
Piece of shit.
No, but seriously, so what's next, Mr. Ford?
I don't know, man. We released the T-Pain one just so for clarification for everyone who was like, "Oh, you did a song with T-Pain." My kid's like, "Oh my god, you did something with T-Pain!" Like, dude, that song's old as fuck. That song's like 10 years old. I added a verse to it because my buddy Jeremy Allen Jones told me to. I tried to out rap everybody. So.
You hold your own. And listen, on Twista, real quick, because he's on that song with T-Pain and you and Jeremy. I remember being at the University of Arkansas, sitting in my duplex, and my buddy comes back from New York, and he's like, "You got to check this dude out. His name's Tongue Twista." That's how far back my Twista goes.
Damn, bro.
He's like, "You got to check this dude out." And I remember he put that CD in, and it's like, I was like, I can't even understand what he's saying. That's so badass. Like, why is it badass that you can't understand what the guy said? Is he even really saying words? But yeah, so to now, fast forward 20 years, and I don't care if the song's 10 years old, dude. You have a song with Twista, you have a song with T-Pain
That I got clearance for, motherfucker.
that you got clearance for. That's right. That's
I'm
pretty
trying to
badass. Even if it's an older song that you added a verse to, that's still badass.
Man, I'm trying to get clearance because Jeremy owns the song outright. He owns the whole song.
Right.
So I got obviously clearance from him, no problem. But the clearance we're trying to get is from T-Pain and Twisted, but they're so fucking famous that Spotify, like I try to give them artist credit.
Yep.
And like tie our catalogs together. And Spotify's like, I don't believe you. They literally send me an email and they're like, this is what took, like I said, the song would have came out sooner, but they were giving me shit. And I was like, fuck. And I talked to Jeremy. I was like, dude, like, how good do you know T-Pain? He's like, I know him pretty good. He's like, I could text him. And I was like,
Please.
Can I just take his name off the fucking song? And he's like, yeah, probably faster. I was like, because I got a deadline. I told motherfuckers this is coming out next week.
Yeah.
But Distro Kids sent me this thing and they were like, so you can put him on there, but you need to get a tweet from that motherfucker that says, I agree, or like a DM, you know what I mean, or a picture of his driver's license.
Something.
Like he's gonna give you a picture of his
Yeah,
driver's
but-
license.
Hey, random guy in Arkansas, I'll give you a picture of my fucking driver's
No
license.
problem.
But maybe Jeremy can pull something off.
Maybe, but we just went ahead and released it anyway. I was
Yeah.
like, I just fucking tagged you. And then I was going to tag Jeremy Allen Jones. And then it was like, I didn't have all his links correct because I was trying to put Jay Bravo. So I put the name Jay Bravo because I didn't want it to associate with his country career.
There's multiple J Bravos on Spotify.
Yeah, there is. But so I was trying to do I did Jay Bravo, but I was tagging Jeremy Allen Jones, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, all that shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, artist name doesn't match. I was like, fuck you, Spotify. God! So I took all that shit off, and then I just did the J Bravo, and I did like his Spotify, and I was like, boom. So it was frustrating. It is cool. It's a dope song. I've heard it a billion times now, so I don't listen to it anymore. But everybody was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I
on
really like it.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I will say
You're talking about For the Moment.
For the Moment,
For the
yeah.
record, it's
Yeah.
called For the Moment.
For the Moment.
Yes,
yeah.
Haven't
for the
said it.
moment.
I will
Also
say,
found on Spotify.
yeah, the two songs that I've released, which this is crazy to me, have gotten more reception than every fucking album I ever put out back in the day on Facebook. It seemed like I would put a song, like or album, or hey, my new album's out on Facebook, and like I'd announce it, and people wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
So the cool thing about taking 10 years off is motherfuckers are like, oh
He's
shit,
back.
you're still good at this.
Yeah.
I love every time I go to Mall Mail, somebody see me in like Kroger or something, and they're like, "What's up, bro? Good to see you." Da-da-da-da. And like right before they leave, they dap me up. I'm like, "Man, you still rapping?" Oh no, am I, motherfucker? You follow me on Facebook?
You see my shit.
No, I quit
Yeah.
rapping because nobody supported me. Sensitive as shit. I'm an artist and I'm
You
sensitive
care. You
about
care
my
now,
shit.
but you didn't care then.
You're such a teddy bear. You're so sensitive,
He
Travis.
is. He is.
Hilariously, I used to be a battle rapper and then fucked up. Like, you're a big
No.
old bitch.
He's still a battle rapper when we argue.
fair. Double timing that.
Yeah, like I can't win
sure.
for shit.
Can't get a word
I'm like,
in, can you?
No. And then his makes way more sense than mine. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't know. Like, I don't know what else to say.
That's
how
all
you-
the sense you have to make.
I can't compete.
That's how you know you lose an argument.
when you say fuck you.
Fuck you, man.
Exactly.
You know you lost.
Yeah.
It's like tapping out in MMA, man. It's over.
So two songs, not the end. I
No.
know for a fact there's a song being written because I've sat in on the writing session.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that one, actually.
I'm looking forward to that one.
I wrote her another hook the other day, actually. I'll show you whenever we get done.
Yeah.
No,
So we've got two in the making right now.
I haven't had much time to sit in my room and just jam, man.
Yeah, we haven't had the time to do this.
Yeah.
We haven't
No.
had the time to do that,
Yeah.
but there's more coming.
Yeah,
fucking
no, for
life,
sure.
man.
I bet I have 60 beats picked out, and I'm like,
Sweet.
I'm gonna fuck that beat up. I'm gonna fuck that beat up. Like, ooh, this beat right here.
Make that beat my bitch.
Yeah, I'm making my bitch.
All right.
I have this one that's really, really dope. I'll play you. It's you know, Paint It Black. You know the one Wednesday Addams did?
Yeah.
It's that, but somebody fucking put 808s on it and snares.
Okay.
Oh, it's so tight.
I haven't even heard that
No,
yet.
I'll play you. It's
Oh,
fucking, it's
I
nasty.
can't wait
You
to
know
hear
what
that.
I'd really like to hear?
I gotta sneeze.
You'd like to hear him sneeze real quick?
That was it. That finishes the show right
I wish
there.
I wish I had
And we're done.
I wish I had like baby
was
powder
perfect.
in my hands like LeBron right there. Like dude, like hey, he's still going through a pretty hard time, ain't you?
No, you know what I'd really like to hear?
What's up?
Pull up a beat.
Oh shit! Here we
this
go.
sucks.
Let's finish this episode
I
with
gotta plug this
let's
thing
finish
in.
this episode with a freestyle.
This fucking guy.
Okay. All right, Jessica's got a freestyle a hook though.
Hell no. I don't freestyle.
I don't freestyle.
That's what I have you for.
You know what? Maybe I'll do the Paint It Black then. Fuck it. I
There
haven't
you
even
go.
done a song
Yeah,
too.
I wanna hear that.
Freestyle the Painted Black. All right.
Yeah, I'll do it. Let's see that. Okay. Let's see here. It's gonna be tagged because I haven't bought it, but that's fine.
It's okay.
Timmy caught me off guard with this one. Otherwise, I'd have had the beat pulled up.
Yeah.
Well, that was the whole point of this episode.
Isn't that kind of how this works? Jessica waits till I'm fucking 9 beers in, and she's like, "Oh, it's time to stop for a song." And I'm like, "What?" So I
Can't
literally
get you to karaoke otherwise.
I
What are you
know,
talking
it's like,
about?
what are you talking
You
about?
show up to the bar, and it's like, hey, let's karaoke. Oh, I'm not singing tonight.
Oh, and then
9 beers later, then you're like, okay, I might do
Okay.
one
Bro,
song.
do you guys know how annoyed you'd be with me if I freestyled every time I came and I'm like, I'm a freestyle right now, bro? Motherfuckers would be like, dude, can you get the fuck out of here? Because you just can do it forever. And I'm like, Yeah, I know.
That's
All I do is watch
beauty of
people's
it.
jaw hit the floor, so I don't
know.
think that's the case at all.
the bodies hit the floor.
But if you oversaturate yourself,
hit the floor.
if you oversaturate yourself, nobody gives a fuck. That's why I hang around and wait.
We also don't go to do karaoke that much anymore.
I know.
That's true.
It's been a long
sad.
time.
I do like doing karaoke. It's fun. It's fun in new places. It's fun
Yeah.
at Bentley's too. But shout out to Bentley's. I love that place.
Yep. You ever come up Northwest Arkansas? Bentley's in Bentonville.
Bro, we'll probably take you there if you're one of our friends and you come up to Northwest Arkansas. We're gonna be like, so let's go to Bentley's because that's our jam.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
Shout out to Roberto. He gave us this really fucking cool Jack Daniels mat that none of you motherfuckers can see because it's in the middle of our table. Because I'm not gonna disrespect Doughball like that right now. We're gonna hang out on the wall. I'm gonna hang out on the wall.
Yeah.
That's all right, man.
I just got somewhere to do it or somewhere to move it. Where the fuck is my playlist, bro? Wait, hold on, wait.
Yes,
I gotta
Fade
hear
to
the
Black.
I gotta hear the one.
Yeah. You get Travis on picking beats. It's gonna take a long
I know that's the
time.
problem. You gotta
No,
stop.
we're good. We're good. We're good.
Here we go.
I just want you to hear this beat.
You might need to turn the music down just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little high.
Music good now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna turn my headphones up. And that up.
Okay.
I need a little bit of beat.
Let's
Gotcha.
go.
I hope that's not mix minus no more. Let's see. What are we gonna come back then? Do when my vocals too loud, we gon' get take a little bit of a break. Whenever they do it, never been making a mistake when they move it. Come back in the room, probably gonna do it. Whatever you say, they wanna come back and move it. If they're gonna move in, never gonna do it. Never do it again. When they move it again, get in your brain like hallucinogen when they do it again. I'ma come back and they wanna do it from the beginning. Everybody winning whenever they do it. You get a minute, get a brief and a mission. They take this. You do anything that you wanna, singing and shaking. Everything that they taking. I ain't never gonna be Liam Neeson, but you probably gonna get taken whenever they face it. Come in the room, never gonna do everything they assume. What you do when you move, come back and they wanna do everything they wanna do. The way that you wanna move, I'ma say, tell me if you looking at me, do everything that you wanna do. When they get in with me, they're gonna be climbing the motherfucking money tree. Everything that they wanna do, they never get it done to me. Probably gonna be giving everything. Never do anything and they're gonna get around your motherfucking finger like it's a wedding ring. Better than evident, better than any motherfucking rookie or veteran. Everything that you wanna face it, then they get it in. I'ma come back in the room. Then I'm gonna be facing the way that they wanna take it. You wanna get masked up like Jason, I be taking. Come back, never do it, then replace it. If they gonna come and move it, then they stay in. They say for fuck's sake, why the fuck is he gonna rap all day? I don't know, I got this. Little bit of time whenever they rhyme, whenever they want to. Switching whenever they get it, come back in the room and they move and they do it to you. And they probably gonna be doing everything that they gonna do and they gonna be getting all of this. I don't even give a fuck. They be swallowing the bottle like I'm on some alcoholic shit. They know what you gonna be saying. I'm fucking be rhyming. I'm saying whatever they doing. Probably gonna get it together. I never pursue it. They never will do it. I never will stop. Maybe I can rhyme till the motherfucking rhyme ain't nothing left. I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I'm get it. Then they get it underneath and they wanna get it right to left. They're gonna be feeling whenever you do it. Never gonna be killing everything they're gonna be doing. Using the music, they probably gonna prove it. Never be doing this. Whoo, the scrupulous I'm doing this. That's a lot of rapping.
That's
dog.
good,
That's
man.
a lot of
That's
rapping.
good. That's
I got a
I
question.
don't like this beat as much as I thought.
I got a question for you.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, kill the beat.
All right, so when you're rapping, I just watched your eyes. What do you see? Do you
Nothing.
literally like look at something, or is your mind? Are you literally like zoned the fuck out?
I'm kind of zoned out.
Yeah, like you're. I feel like you're looking in your mind,
Sorta.
like
Tunnel vision, right?
yeah.
Sorta.
Like you were like looking down the whole time, and I'm like, you're definitely not looking at your computer. Like I feel like
I kind of
it's
am.
like a cover over your eyes.
It's really weird. When I start to look around is when I'm out of ideas.
Yeah.
And I'm going, what am I going to pull from?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause you look down for like a lot of the first of it, and then you started looking around. I was just wondering. I was like, you're not seeing anything right now, are you?
No, it's weird. Oh, my bad. My bad. I was gonna play you something else.
Oh, yeah. Play it off. Play it off the.
Well, I'm gonna actually. I'll tell you this off air. It's fine. But yeah, now my headphones are loud as fuck. Anyway, hopefully that didn't suck, guys. But
No, it was great. It was
pretty,
great. Just an example. I mean, we pull up a random beat. You come up with a rhyme right there on the spot.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I wanted.
it's a weird alien fucking talent. You know, it's the coolest party trick ever.
Yeah. I guess reading the dictionary helps.
Yeah, like I retained all that shit or something. Everyone always says that. Like I retain all those words. And a lot of it is
Why did you read the dictionary?
I don't know. When I would get in trouble in fifth grade, my fifth grade teacher would make me take the dictionary. And he did it to everybody. He would take the dictionary and be like, all right, copy that page in cursive.
Ooh.
What? Fucking what? So like when you get in trouble, you would copy the dictionary in cursive.
Well, when you write stuff, you retain it. So yeah,
That's why I guess that's why I'm so good at fucking
words.
cursive.
Yeah.
What a dick, man.
That's why you have all those words.
And the
I
kids
got
are
you.
like, what's cursive?
Today, man, it's disgusting how
Yeah.
kids don't learn cursive.
Dude, Sean was doing math. We was at Branson at the arcade the other day, and he's adding all this stuff up. And then I told the guy, I was like, hang in there. He's doing Common Core. He's going to be here for an hour and a half. It's like fucking shit, man.
Common Core is so bad.
It is
I hate it, dude.
awful.
Because
Man.
like my kids bring this shit home, and they're like, Dad, what's this? I'm like, fucking ask your mom. I don't know, man.
What he's really like is, you know what? It's easier for me to rap than to do that.
Yeah.
So
He's like,
it's-
words, I got
I-
you. Numbers, go
it's-
to your mom.
I figured out how to freestyle rap. You can figure out Common Core. Get out of my face.
yeah, for real. I can't do it.
I get it, but like it takes a minute. Like I'm like, how did you get there?
How do you know how to do calculus, but you can't do Common Core math? Is mind blowing to me.
Because Common Core math doesn't make any sense.
doesn't
make fucking
make
sense,
sense.
man. What's wrong with these
Doesn't
people,
make
dude?
It doesn't make sense, like at all. The way they get there is like going from okay, so where we learn, it's like okay, you go from A to B, and like what they're doing is they're going A F L M N O. Okay, now we're at B. All right, cool.
Well,
Like-
I mean, what they do is they break it down into too many steps.
Yeah.
So I assume you had basically the same experience I did. You learned like 0 times 0 to 13 times 13, for instance, right?
Okay.
So you could run those off. 0 times 0, 0 times 1, 0 times 2.
Yeah.
Today, a kid is like, well, okay, I can't do 12 times 11, but I can do 10 times 10 and 1 times
Yes.
2.
Yeah, that's
and then I
insane.
can add that together to figure out how to, and so
Yeah.
they go from A to B, like A to A.1 to A.2
Right.
to A.3 to B.
And that makes way more sense than what I just said.
Whatever.
I don't know.
That's
I mean,
what
it's like they've broken it down into all these steps where we used to memorize stuff. It's like
Yeah.
we can't.
yeah, we could
trust the
memorize
kid.
fucking times tables.
Right,
Yeah.
It's
Or
like a
multiplication
kid
tables.
can't be trusted to memorize things anymore, so we've got to break it down into the tiniest steps. I
Yeah.
think that's short selling our
You're
kids.
spoon
on their-
feeding
on
these
their-
fucking pussies, man. What's wrong with y'all?
You're short selling them their abilities, and then you expect them to perform at these high levels, but
Mm-hmm.
you've told them you're stupid, and we have to make a dumb math for you.
Yeah.
That's what Common Core is.
It's awful. It's so awful. I don't like it.
Ugh,
So
disgusting.
You know. We did this whole thing without a shot.
How about them hoes?
we
Yeah.
did do this whole thing without a shot.
I mean, y'all did. I've been drinking. Like
Jessica took Malort the other day.
I
I'm
did.
impressed. So did Ty. You were here.
I was here. I was
Yeah.
here for both.
I'm,
Actually,
I'm astonished. Everyone's taking
hadn't had a
Malort.
drink, but I'm going to take a drink. right
Everyone in our small circle has taken Malort.
Yep.
now. That's fair.
Like in our podcast circle.
Yeah. I got another person to try it the other day that I put on video. I would send it to you,
Okay.
Who's that?
Dylan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
How'd that go?
That was fucking hilarious.
It was hilarious. Yeah, I gotta send it to you, and we'll put
Yeah.
it out on a short or
Did you,
something.
you
Like,
shoot it on your phone?
yeah, I did. I've got it on my phone. Yeah.
Just okay. Yeah, send it over, and I'll drop it into the. I'll drop it
Malorts.
into the socials.
So you weren't here, but I bet a shot of Malort that Texas A&M would beat Alabama. Jimbo, fuck me.
So
Well,
he
you know.
did another shot, and then Ty
I
got
did.
all inspired with Travis doing a shot. So Ty did a shot,
He's like, I'll try, and I was like, okay.
How did that go?
He didn't have a good time.
exactly like you would expect it to go.
I
Gross.
took the second Malort shot way more like a champ than I did the first one.
Well,
Yeah,
Tim
Travis
says you
did-
oversold it. So.
Travis didn't oversell it the second time.
I mean, I think I was just like so off put by it. I was like, what the fuck is this, man? Like, I just didn't. I knew it was gonna be bad, but I thought it would like burn or something, right? But it
It's-
didn't
It's
burn.
not burn bad.
It's
No,
awful in its
taste
own
bad.
way. Like
it's
it,
malawful.
I don't know, man. Like it's so different. Like you expect it to like taste really bad at first, and it
Nope,
doesn't.
yeah.
So then it mind fucks you because then it's like, oh, it's not that bad, and then you like go give it like 30 seconds. You're like, oh fuck, okay, it is that bad
It's
now.
super
Like
fucking
it is
bad.
that fucking bad.
Yeah. That's
Like-
kind of the experience on the video. That
Yeah.
one girl's like, no, that's not that bad. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's because when I first took it, it's that pickle taste, and you're like, okay, it's kind of like pickles.
See, I got no pickles from it.
I
got
did.
Shit.
I got a pickle taste from it at first, and then I was like, oof, no, never
I
mind.
had a fucking chaser ready to go this time, though, also.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me that we built a podcast around Malort.
we
Like every time we talk,
I
now,
can't
we
fucking
have a
believe-
podcast where we don't talk.
I can't
about
believe we're
Malort.
not fucking sponsored by Malort. I'll be honest with you. They're
real.
probably like those
We don't tag.
guys.
We
Hey,
don't tag
yo,
them enough.
Malort.
That's what it is.
We need to tag
We need
Malort.
to tag Malort in everything we do.
Everyone who gets on here, as long as people keep asking about what the fuck it is, because that seems to be one of the most mature. We even made a shirt about it. Friends don't give friends Malort.
Yeah.
True
Like-
story.
Yeah.
That maybe. Speaking of,
Yeah.
how about that fucking merch we made, Tammy?
Oh, yeah. We've got
Oh,
merch
yeah.
now.
We didn't even talk about it really. We talked about it on live stream a little bit, but
So let's drop the link to the merch on the screen here
yes,
and drop it in the comments.
we're wearing it. We're wearing it right now.
True story. Only Hogs. We've named the studio the Only Hogs Studio.
Greatest
Got-
fucking name.
I got far back from the mic there.
You're good.
It is the Only Hog Studio. Travis came up with some great t-shirts. We've tried this year to be both a podcast and a Razorback football kind of follower.
Yeah.
And you made some very appropriate shirts for Razorback football.
Fire everyone.
Yeah.
or we don't.
It's hard
We
to be a
don't
Hog
always. Or what is it? We always.
We almost always
Thank you.
almost win.
That's what it
Yeah,
is.
it fucks me up too, dude.
Yeah.
We almost
I
always
stole it from a
almost
Nebraska fan.
Say that
but I
5
love
times
it.
fast.
Yeah, I can't.
No
Obviously,
shit.
I couldn't say it one time slow. But yeah, so great merch.
I'm
It's
pumped about
exciting.
it.
We've had a few people that have actually purchased some shirts that
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah, we actually from the live stream the other day, somebody bought one.
Yeah,
Which is funny because we don't make any fucking money off them, but they're just awesome shirts.
Yeah. I mean, it's,
and they're comfortable.
they're really comfortable.
You told me you actually gave me the shirt.
Yep.
And when you said it, I was like, sometimes when you get these printed shirts, the shirt's not comfortable, and you're like, okay, I'll wear it because it's our merch. But this is actually a very comfortable shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I will tell
So
you
I do
about,
like that it's a quality T-shirt to begin with.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What I will tell you about designs, I'll never do another full black one. I'll do the outline and let the shirt be under it.
Yep.
Because I think it's just too much.
Yeah.
Like when I put that in the washer, I was like, ooh, fuck. I better turn this motherfucker inside out. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Oh, mine did well.
Yeah.
I got it out. Yeah, mine did well.
I looked at mine in the closet. It's still good. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It did. It did well.
All
I'm
right.
cleaning out my closet.
Hey, I need to do that tomorrow.
Go ahead, man. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say, great episode. This has been a great time
Yeah.
talking. I'm kind of walking through the story of Travis and the music and Jess and Travis together. And
You're welcome.
I love you guys. Like I've said many times, I find that you're very inspirational. Your story is super inspirational. I don't feel like I could choose anybody that I admire and am inspired by more than to hang out with you guys and be a part of this with you guys. So thank you so much.
Appreciate it,
No,
brother.
we love you.
Everybody, if you enjoyed this or if you didn't, like,
us know.
share,
I
subscribe.
don't give a shit if you don't like it.
Hey, like if that song with T-Pain fucking sucks.
Like, share, subscribe. Go check out Travis Ford on Spotify or Apple Music or anywhere that you're listening to your music. And
For you weirdos who use Prime Music, it's on there too.
I think that's a wrap for this show. You
it,
want to
man.
clap us out?
TNT out.
You got a
Nobody
button
wants-
over there. You haven't pushed the button all night long, dude.
Nobody wants to clap.
Not that one. I'm at the big one.
That's the big one.
No, the one you played when we introduced Jeremy.
We're gonna
bro.
leave it that one.
No.
Oh, the big one. The
Big one.
Oh, here
Push
we
your
go.
big button.
It's the best sound effect ever.
There you go.
I love it. Hawks by 90, baby. Florida's going down.
We out.
All right, we're out.
Okay, I'm rolling, I'm riding, rolling, I'm flexing while driving.